preamble. Okay, I'm with City Crusher, right? And some people confuse him as Sissy Crusher, but he's not Sissy Crusher. He's City Crusher. Let me emphasize that.
Thank
And
you.
yeah, I'm with City Crusher, and we want to talk about this mass shooting committed by a biological female who identifies as a man, right? And we want to talk about society's reaction and the news coverage to this. Okay,
Yeah,
so
this is important
yeah,
because, as you guys know, that they're trying to shift the blame to men, whoever, in any way that they can. So the
yes,
first thing they're trying to do is mention how rare female shooters are. There's no reason for them to say that other than to push the idea that to be female is to be harmless or
yeah,
nonviolent.
yes,
The other thing is they tried to say this woman is a trans woman as
yeah,
opposed to a biological female
yes,
in order to again shift the blame to men.
yes, yes. So female school shooter in Nashville is just the fifth in history. Incredible rare attacks date back to '79 when teen girls said she killed because I didn't like Mondays, inspiring Bob Geldof's hit record. Okay, so 28-year-old woman opened fire in a private school in Nashville, Tennessee is just the fifth female school shooter in history, which I think that's a lie. I don't trust that. Audrey Hale killed 3 children and 3 adults before being shot dead by police. But females make up just 2% of all both mass shootings and school shootings in the United States, according to the Violence Project. Okay, so I think the Violence Project is going to be feminist bias, so I don't trust anything they say.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use an analogy. Mass shooting by a white person is rare and incredible. Only 2% of mass shootings are done by white people. If a news article said that, people would be calling it racist, right?
Yes,
Okay,
exactly.
exactly. So okay, so blah blah blah. There's a lot of fluff here. Okay, okay, and it's pretty sad, right? The poor kids, the poor people got shot, right? And this mad wild animal got put down like a dog. Okay, and that's it. That's what had. It's terrible. Okay, so but I don't want to read this verbatim. Everyone knows what happened.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just look at the comments. I don't know why the news is suspecting this mentally unstable person's pronouns when he did the most vile crime. Unbelievable. So we're going to look at another article later. There's a common belief that this person's actually a biological male who's a trans woman. Okay,
Yes,
and it's a
exactly.
conspiracy theory, and they believe that the media is suppressing the evidence over this and claiming she's a biological female, which is a lie. Okay,
Yeah,
look,
exactly. Matter of fact, I've heard when people get corrected from the confusion, I've seen someone say, "Oh, well, she was identified as a man, and she was probably on testosterone,
yeah,
and therefore it's still a way of trying to shift the blame to men somehow,
yes. Here's another
and
world
it's
traveler.
just not true."
World traveler, not born a woman. Okay, let's go to this article. So, okay. Following the Nashville convent school shooting, netizens have unsurprisingly developed a keen interest as to who the killer was. Right. On Monday, police identified the person who opened fire on an elementary school as Audrey Hell. After it was revealed Hell, who went by him pronouns, was transgender, certain people have unloaded their transphobic opinions on social media, including Congresswoman Major Taylor Greene. And it's not just transphobic opinions; it's actually misandrist. Okay,
Yes,
okay. So
yes,
basically,
exactly,
so basically, the way they frame this, they always blame the man. Okay, they always blame a man.
exactly.
So if it was a trans woman who did a crime, oh no, it's not really a woman. It's not really a woman. It was a man. If it's a trans man who
Yeah,
does a
exactly.
crime, oh, she's not really a woman. It's
Yeah,
a man who did it. She wants to be a man. They'll blame the man either way. Okay,
exactly.
that's the standard at play. Nashville police confirmed that Audrey Hell fatally shot 6 people at the school, including 3 children and staff members above the age of 60. Jesus Christ. So she killed the young and the very old. The 28-year-old shooter was killed by law enforcement 14 minutes after they were alerted. On March 28th, Mailer Taylor Greene took to her official Twitter account and asked netizens to stop blaming guns for mass shootings. She went on to target the killer's gender identity, Greene said. These gun nuts, right? These gun nuts, they always deflect the blame. They always deflect the blame. Okay?
Yeah,
Always. And I'm not saying all people who own guns are gun nuts. I just think you're a gun nut if you don't want any regulation of guns. You need some regulation, but that's another debate. How, okay, how much hormones like testosterone and medications for
Told
mental
you. Yeah.
illness was the transgender Nashville school shooter taking? Everyone can stop blaming guns now. No, you fucking idiot. Even if she was taking medications that made her mentally unstable, she still couldn't do a mass shooting if there was no guns. You moron. Sorry, that pisses me off.
Oh, by the way, Victor, I just want to point out too is that when trans women act up,
Yeah.
no one blames estrogen.
Yes.
No one blames they don't because that would be saying, oh, there's something wrong with womanhood, right?
Yes. So it's been proven. It's been proven that testosterone is a calming hormone, right? It's a calming
Yes,
hormone. Like,
exactly.
for example, when people have roid rage, they don't have roid rage because they got too much testosterone. They get roid rage because they take up too much steroids. The body produces too much testosterone, then floods it with estrogen to compensate. Right? That's what happens
Yes,
to people on roid rage.
exactly.
Hormones and biology is very complicated, and these right wingers, because this person's a right winger probably, they always
Yeah.
make crude biological statements that they're not qualified to make. They don't understand the complexity of biology and make these very simplistic reductionist statements that are just wrong most of the time. Okay.
Yeah.
Another tweet.
They don't want to understand
Yes, because they
because
want to
if they
blame the man.
understand, it doesn't fit their narrative.
Yes.
Yeah.
So and when he called them out, they go, "Oh no, the science is on my side. You just don't understand science." When they don't understand the science. There's another tweet.
Yeah.
The female Nashville shooter identifies as a man. So shouldn't we just blame white men again? You see, that sounds exactly like a feminist. So basically, again, like it says, if a biological woman commits a crime but identifies as a man, right? It's blame the men. If it's a trans woman, right, who identifies as a woman, blame the man. So it's just blame the fucking man,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's like, okay. In a statement to The Independent, Green went on to defend a tweet by opining, it's not about their identity, it's a question of what kind of hormones are they on? What kind of medications are they taking for mental illness? What is causing the aggression in this biological female who identifies as a male for them to go and murder children? Well, first of all, okay, most child murder is committed by women, okay? So she's
Yes.
implying there's something in the female nature that makes them not want to harm children, and there's something polluting about male nature that makes them harm children. Okay. Also, there's a contradiction. She claims she's not attacking their identity, but then attacks the identity of men in this very tweet. So shouldn't we just blame white men again? That's attacking male identity. So she's lying. She's just lying. So when she rolled it back, she's not actually trying to clarify or explain. She's just lying. She did something, then she claims she didn't do it, which is a lie. Right? So according to Sky News, Audrey Hell was born female, but identified as a transgender male. As per now the deleted LinkedIn page, Hell went by the pronouns him, he. During a press conference on Monday evening, Nashville Police Chief John Drake addressed Hell's gender identity, Drake said. Blah, blah, blah. I don't want to read the rest of this.
But before you go any further, I just want to point out one of the guys mentioned that what might have triggered her is the fact also that when she started acting like a man and if people saw her as a man, they would treat her poorly. They would treat her as we men are treated.
Yes.
And that might have triggered it.
To be honest, I don't think she would pass as a man. Maybe.
No,
not really.
neither do I.
Okay, so what I think it is, I don't think she's treated like a man. I think she's treated like a lesbian, an ugly lesbian, not a hot lesbian. So I'm going to say lesbians, ugly women are still treated better than the best-looking men, right? But but they don't get the worship and treatment that beautiful women get. Okay, so they feel slighted. That's what I think probably happened to this woman, right? So
I agree with that. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's why I showed a picture of that, and there was no masculine traits whatsoever about her.
Yes.
So you can't blame testosterone. You can't blame the fact that she identified as a man.
Yeah.
Her issues are her issues.
Yes.
And one of them is misandry. She hated other people. She hated men. Let's face it.
Okay. So in a press conference, police have revealed that Hale had no previous records of mental health problems. It was also confirmed that they did not have a past criminal record. Hale was armed with 2 assault-style rifles and a pistol on the day of the shooting. So she had assault rifles then. So what the fuck does anyone need an assault rifle in public for? Like, Jesus fucking Christ! Like, you can make You can say like I'm in a heavy crime-ridden area. I need a handgun to defend myself. Why you need a fucking assault rifle? You need an assault rifle to take out as many people as possible before you get taken out yourself. That's the only reason you have assault rifles. I'm sorry.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. Okay. So so this right-wing Republican politician, this female politician, sounds exactly like a feminist, blaming white men. Let's blame white men, right? The pro-male right wing, the so this proves that these anti-white racists are actually not anti-white racists; they're anti-male racists. They go after white men
Yes.
all the time, and these anti-white racists can be right-wingers as well. They can be right-wingers too.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
I know everyone we pick on the right wingers a lot, but it's because people have this misconception that they're positive to men. They're
yes,
not.
yeah.
There's every bit as misandric as the left wing. Every bit.
I've got to make an observation here as well, which I think is very important to talk about. Okay, a lot of these right wingers, when they talk about male issues, they talk about masculinity being under attack, right? They actually don't talk about men being under attack. There's a difference there, okay? Because they're
Yeah,
upset
big
that
difference.
they're upset that their slavery role is under attack, right? That's what it is, okay? Because they hate men, but they like masculinity. So yes, because men who are not they hate men who are not masculine in their eyes. All right, so they don't want masculinity to be under attack, but they want men to be under attack. That's the difference, right there.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
So yeah. So so yeah. So society can't make its mind up, right, on this issue. Well, they haven't made up their minds. Just attack the male no matter what. That's what it is. Yeah.
Yes.
So, have you got anything to add to this?
Uh, we could probably go on for an hour over this, but we'd probably be repeating ourselves too. It's
Yes.
oh yeah, I wanted to add because something you mentioned before
Yeah.
is that we're not unlike us, the feminists. We don't have any glee over little girls. Like I think you pointed out that one or two of the little kids that got killed were little girls. We don't have any glee over that. That's awful to us.
Yes.
Whereas these feminists would actually, like you say, rub one out
Yeah.
at the thought of a little boy getting
Well,
knocked down.
what feminists actually do, this really pisses me off, and I really wish I could like just pour lemonade over their head for doing this. Right? Is but it's male on male violence. Oh, it's male on male violence. So they're basically saying it's not important because it's males doing it to each other. Right? I'm not going to turn around and say, oh, it's female on female violence. Therefore, it's not important. That's just disgusting. That really pisses me off when you
Oh
do
yeah,
that. It's just fucking disgusting.
exactly.
Fucking shame on you, fucking scumbags. This is why I hate. This is why I hate feminists. I fucking hate you. You're scum.
Oh yeah.
You're pro child abuse scum. That's all you
Oh
are.
yeah. They're the lowest of the low. Just
Yeah,
the lowest. Like there's pond scum, and then they're beneath that.
yeah,
Just, oh my god.
yeah. So yeah. So just don't. Just get some gun control, America. Come on. Anyway, I'm done. Are you?
Okay, same here.
Yeah.
Thanks for talking. This was important.